Do you like ambiguity? Do you like ambiguous ambiguity? Is that even a thing? I don't know, but it might be, so let's find out. Stanleyville is brought to us by director McCabe-Lokos and stars Suzanne Wust, Adam Brown, and Julian Riching. A dissatisfied woman abandons her career and her family when she gets the chance to compete in a bizarre and dangerously flawed contest. The prize? A brand new habanero orange compact SUV. So Stanleyville is a strange little movie, and it's a strange little movie that I actually got to see early, but it was embargoed. However, funny enough, I kind of forgot to review it when the embargo lifted. Not really sure if that says anything about the movie or not, but it is what it is. So here I am now talking about this really fucking weird movie. Quirky doesn't really begin to explain this movie. Off kilter? Maybe. How about just fucking out there? Yeah, that's more like it. We get a group of people that are all picked to be in this contest where they can win this brand new habanero orange compact SUV. They're in this flat in the middle of the city and they can't leave the flat until all the rounds of the contest are done, which there are 8 of, maybe 10. These rounds consist of things as simple as blowing up as many balloons as possible until they blow up within a time limit, creating a communication device with just random things around the apartment, and other odd tasks. Things get tense, people get competitive, and, well, not everybody makes it to the end. Okay, so what I really liked about this movie out the gate was that it has this really quirky kind of nature about it that I do enjoy in movies. Kind of like the really underrated Vivarium that came out a few years ago. That movie's great, by the way, go check it out. That kind of off-kilter quirkiness. There's some really matter-of-fact comedy in this movie that was really funny. Characters will just walk into a room and just say really out there, weird-ass shit and leave everybody kind of in awe, and I found that really funny. Also, the mystery of what's really going on here. Obviously, something bigger is happening, and I really wanted to know what it was. There's some odd occurrences that happen in this movie that don't make a lot of sense, and I was looking forward to finding out why and how these things actually happened. What it was at the end that was gonna make it all make sense. I also enjoyed a few of the characters, not all of them, but a few of the characters that we have in this apartment I did really have a good time with. I liked them. They seem like more or less normal people that you put in this really weird fucking situation and they reacted accordingly. It was kind of interesting to see how these people started here and then by the end they're over here and you're like, wow, how did that happen? Now, even though it was a bit out there, I was actually enjoying the movie for about the first 2/3 of the film. But around the beginning of the last third of this flick, it started to drag a bit. I was ready for things to start wrapping up, but it wasn't quite ready to start wrapping up. And it had a bit more to do, and I'm not gonna lie, there was about a 10-minute segment that I was really just kind of like, all right, let's get this thing going. Come on, people. And it did start to lose me there. But you know what? If it's got a banger of an ending, that could change it all. It could make up for everything. Problem is, it doesn't. Remember how I said I really liked where everything was going and how it was really quirky and how there were all these mysteries that I wanted to know why and how all these things were going on? Well, fuck all that, because the movie doesn't tell you shit. That's right, this movie has an ambiguous ending and I saw it fucking coming. About halfway through the movie, I just knew this movie is not gonna give me answers. It's gonna give us an ambiguous ending, but you know what? That can still work. Ambiguity in endings is not a bad thing if done right. Say with the aforementioned Vivarium. That movie had a very ambiguous ending, but they did it right. They gave you just enough to get the gears turning. They left a few threads out there that you could pull on. Nothing definite, but things that you could kind of tug on and say, well, maybe it was this, or maybe it's that, or maybe it's this thing over here. Discussion points. Stanleyville gives you fuck all nothing. The end of this movie is not ambiguous, it's just non-existent. A thing happens, and that's it. It makes no fucking sense, just a thing happens. I'm sure there's somebody out there who's gonna say, oh no, it was actually like this. This is what the meaning behind all of it was. And I'm glad that you were able to see that, but there's not anything in this fucking movie that leads anyone to think anything beyond just that what happens on screen actually happened. And what happens on screen doesn't make any fucking sense. It's just fucking stupid. And I have no problem with ambiguous endings, but this was not ambiguous. This was just nothing. You left us with nothing to lead us in any direction whatsoever. I'm okay with not having a concrete answer to everything, but you gotta give us something. I was okay with some of these mysteries earlier in the film not making any sense if there was something that I could link them to in the end, but there's just not. Now these things that I was okay with earlier on, I'm not anymore. I look back on them and I'm like, fuck that. That shit was all just stupid. It doesn't all have to be spelled out for me or anything, but damn it, man, something. And I'm sure that's some type of statement or something like that, but in reality, what it is just frustrating and a waste of my fucking time. Now, even though the story kind of pissed me off, I gotta say that the performances were all pretty good here. They're all a little bit manic and over the top, but that's what the story called for. Adam Brown and Christian Saratelia, which by the way, Christian has the exact same birthday, date, year, month, everything as myself, so hey, cool birthday there, buddy. Both were probably the standouts for me, but honestly, everybody here did a pretty solid job. Julian Richings, as usual, plays that really fucking weird, kind of off-kilter, quirky character that he does so well, and here's no different. He does a great job with that, and anytime he's on screen, it's fucking awesome. I enjoyed all these performances, I just wish the movie they were in was better. Guys, Stanleyville was quite the disappointment. It started out very promising, and I did enjoy the quirkiness of it all. It's got some genuinely funny parts, some solid performances, and just the right amount of quirkiness that I really enjoy. But in the final third of the film, it slows to a crawl before getting to the final of the movie, which just goes abso-fucking-lutely nowhere. And that shit ending unfortunately reverberates all the way back through the movie, nullifying some of the good things I liked in the beginning. There is some mild entertainment to be found here, but what's not to be found is answers or any kind of closure. And because of that, it's really only worth checking out on USA Up All Night.
It's not worth it!
Hi, I'm Gilbert Gottfried.
Hi, it's Yolanda on USA Up All Night.
It's so big. It's just not worth it!
That really sucks, because I was really enjoying the tone of this movie, but it just goes nowhere. It's just a waste of fucking time. So there it is, guys, my review of Stanleyville. If you enjoyed and want more content like this, hit that subscribe button and help my little channel grow. If you want to help out the channel, check out my Patreon in the description below and become a jarhead and get some of the awesome benefits that go along with that, like these guys, and possibly join my top tier and become a bad motherfucker like my man Dragon Khan, Silverlock, and Marge G. If you liked what I had to say, give me a like. If not, let me know in the comments below why. And as always, stay sexy, Stanleyville.
Go ahead. We're almost done.
So yeah, like I said, I actually did get to see this movie early, and I just fucking totally forgot about it. Kind of defeats the purpose of seeing movies early when you forget to do the fucking reviews of them, I guess, but hey, it is what it is. That should probably tell you something about the quality of this movie, that I just totally fucking forgot to do the review. So yeah, I mean, that's it. Movie sucks.